How do there guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV. And today what I thought I'd do is do a commonly asked questions in my YouTube comments section. Now when I make a video I normally get comments in the box below, it's how it works, and then I'll sit and respond to them. But certain questions keep coming up on a regular basis. So I thought what I'll do is I'll bash out a video where I answer some of those. If you've got any other questions of your own, put them in the comments section. I do read them and I do reply to as many as I physically can. So comment section for those interactions, guys. So the first one is, do I have any tips on how to get better at darts? So first of all, there's a couple of things. One, I've got loads and loads of tips and advice on my YouTube channel. It's in a playlist as well, so look through the video library. I've got some drills on there. I've got things you should be looking for in your own practice sessions. Lots and lots of content on there. If that doesn't quite do it for you and you still need something a little bit more personal, I do offer private one-to-one sessions. You can get the link to those in the description of this video for where you can get some private one-to-one stuff, and we can apply it directly to you and come up with an action plan to make you a better dart player. How high can I go in the world rankings? Now at the moment my goal is to get to the top 32, whether that's now or in a couple of years time, whatever it is. My big ambition and my goal for how far I want to go is top 32, so that's what we're aiming at. Do any other dart players watch this channel? Yes, quite a lot of other dart players do. So I know, like Harry Ward just gave his card back, he watches it. Kirk Shepherd, Richard North, Ryan Searle, Adrian Lewis, Peter Wright, Michael Van Gerwen. There's loads of people that watch the channel. They don't watch every single episode, but they certainly watch some. So how do, guys? How do? How good do I need to be to play a pub league, to play Super League, to play Q School? These things come up on a regular basis. Now I'm not going to sit here and give you an answer to this. I'm not going to say when you average 85 on a regular basis, go to Q School. Go to Q School when you think you're ready to go to Q School, because there's a psychological element that comes with playing darts in that sort of environment that you're not going to get by playing at home. The other thing is there's no sort of ceiling to what you need to exactly do. Some people have gone through Q School with a mid-80 average, where other people have gone home and gone back to the Challenge Tour averaging over 90 and even up to the mid-90s. So there's lots of factors that come into it. There's lots of psychological elements. There's lots of other things that come into it other than just having a base average. If you wanted a rough answer to that question, I'd say you need to be less than 18 darts. So 6 visits to the board would be my rough advice, rather than giving you an average, because an 83 average and a 93 average are the same visits to the board. 6 visits, one's a 16 darter, one's an 18 darter. 93 and 83 are in that same journey to the board. How much do I practice as a dart player? Now this is different and this varies. It varies in terms of what's coming up, but on average I'd say the ideal is 2 hours of purposeful practice. That would be the ideal. Obviously different things come up and different things, like at the moment we're a long way away from the first tournament. We're probably looking at March, so we'll just chill it down a little bit. You know, mental fatigue comes into play as well, so we'll just chill it down a little bit, and then when we know what's going to go on, we'll start stepping it back up to that purposeful practice of 2 hours. But at the moment I'd say turnover throwing at the board is between an hour to 2, but it's certainly not with that intensity yet. And the intensity is the factor. People talk about how much do you practice. It should be what do you practice. For example, if I went and did a 5k run and it took me 45 minutes, that is much more beneficial than me going out and doing that 5k in 5 hours and going, I've done 5 hours of physical activity today. The intensity is what makes it purposeful, not the amount of time you're doing it. How do the rankings work? Defending money and all these sort of things. I've recently done a series of videos answering these, so if you look in the most recent videos on this channel, you'll see exactly how the rankings work and all the different systems that are in play and how to qualify for all the major events. From doing those videos, I noticed that people was asking about, like, what happens if, like, Danny Baggish, for example, got to the semi-finals of the World Championship? Would he have got his tour card? Yes, he would have. This happened a few years back to Krzysztof Ratajski. However, if you get it this way, you only get a 1-year card, where going through Q School, you get 2. But you've already got a good chunk of money on your rankings there, you'd be hard pressed to lose that. If you get in the top 64 in 1 year, you'd be very hard pressed to lose it the following year. So it's essentially like a 2-year card. How much do professional dart players get paid, and what ranking do you need to be a professional dart player? Now, the earnings that you see on the ranking list, so for example, next to my name it might say 58,000. That is a 2-year rolling system that we've earned in prize money from the 9th of the 1st 2021 to the 9th of the 1st 2019. So that is like a rolling system of prize money. So from that, obviously, we're self-employed, so the PDC do not directly pay us. We get paid prize money only from the PDC. From that, we've got to take out our taxes and our expenses, but there are other sources of income that players have, such as exhibitional work, sponsorships, endorsements, royalties. There's all sorts of other ways that a professional dart player can earn some money. So I would dare say that there's probably not many people outside inside the top 64 that are not professional. And certainly, if they're not professional inside the top 64, it's by choice rather than because I don't think they need to. I think anyone inside the top 64 could comfortably become a professional dart player. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, like I said, let me know in the comment section below if you've got any other questions or anything. If you've enjoyed this video, please do put a like on it. If you are new here, or if you notice that red button is still red underneath that says subscribe, hit the subscribe button, join the Edgar Nation. I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.